All right, we're back. I don't know what was going on with that. I changed microphones. I changed everything and just restarted and started off with just using the core software that's provided here. I think my OSB has got something wrong with it. I'm gonna have to do some upgrades and see if I can get it fixed because it used to be so well, and I could broadcast in high definition and everything worked fine. It just goes to show once you go live, everything breaks. I remember when I first set up OSB and I was testing to see if I could get um, the high definition stuff to work. And I set it up and it was like broadcasting 20,000 kilobytes a second. I'm like, okay, this is great. I had a wire strung all the way across my house in order to get to my router for it. And then today I'm sitting 3 feet away and I've got cables connected and everything and nothing's working. So now I'm wireless and it looks like everything is working just fine. I am going to go double check this and make sure that it is doing what I think it's doing. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, it's the original one. Let's just see if I can get to this one here because now I have two of these running. Oh, there it is. Look at that. It looks like it's running just fine. It's got the. All right, so you guys, let's get back to the conversation at hand. I like the way this camera moves around and follows me around, so I don't have to worry about anything there. That's kind of nice. Anyway, I wanted to talk today about a lot of different things, and the first one is how many videos is too many videos, and I'm not really sure I have the answer to that. I'm struggling with that on my solar channel. And for those of you who don't know, you know me. My name is Matt. I run another channel also that is a lot larger than this one. It's a solar channel. It's Mattman Solar. It I'm approaching about 20,000 subscribers, and I've been releasing videos on a very consistent basis now for just over a year. I had my annual celebration not too long ago. I was hoping to make 20,000 by the time I got to the annual celebration, but I didn't. I'm at 19,000 something at this point. 19,000. Let's see, what is it? 19,668. So I'll be doing 20,000 celebration here soon, which is really, really a kind of a pride thing because it was truly March 3rd last year where I really started taking my channel seriously. That was my first commitment to myself to start posting on a regular basis, as opposed to just kind of posting a couple of here and there, just kind of filling it out and seeing what was going on. So I now approaching 20,000, I take it very seriously. I do have a couple of other channels. I've got this one. I've got a channel called Build Unbound where I do all kinds of home upgrades, and I live here in Florida. We have a few friends around, and I'll help them. I'll like hook up their their water pump isn't running. I'll go over and fix their water pump, or my wife wants to hang curtains. I'll put up the curtain hanging thing. It's just kind of any kind of building. I had to put up a fence, so I put the fence on there. If it doesn't match my solar channel, then it's one of those things where I've gotten so used to just recording everything. And then I've got an RV channel for when I travel in the RV, because we lived in the RV for about 18 months, rented the house out. We're back at the house now and doing some fix ups and stuff like that. But that's me. My name is Matt. I love creating on YouTube. I'm one of the big things that I'm into is making sure that one of the best things I can suggest for you is, if you don't have a group of friends here on YouTube, is that you find a group of friends. Um, it isn't that you need friends on YouTube, but what you need is a place to continue your education constantly. What you don't want is to be to be what is the right way to say this? You don't want to be constantly um, struggling and trying to figure out everything for yourself. Trial and error is a very slow and painful process. So I hang out over Rob the Martimer on his channel. Was really good at it when he first started and was learning all the type of things too. I picked up a lot from him, and pretty much every time I watch one of his live streams or something, there's something new I pick up on, or something new that he's trying that I don't have to make the effort for, and can learn from that. I love Brooke. She's great. She's a smaller Utah mother, divorced and had some trouble and going through life and just dealing with life's trials and errors type thing. So I love that aspect of her channel. She also struggles with the idea of getting content out and being, consistent and making commitments to herself and stuff like that. So she's a great person. Um, and so my recent question is on my solar channel. When I first started, I released probably every 2 days. It was very, very aggressive, and it was actually quite easy. And it's quite easy if I have the time to do that. Recently, I haven't had the time to be able to release that many, so I've slowed down to half of that. I release every 4 days right now. Um, what I am finding though is that there is some very unique benefits to shorts versus long form. Now, I've learned that there is a way to use them that works for me. Now, there's other people and other theories on this. I see a lot of people use these tools that cut up their long form video and post a bunch of them. And I guess if you're looking to just put out a bunch of content like that, it would um, it would accomplish that. I don't know how successful most of that content is, though. For me, I've learned on my solar channel is that I take the big subjects and break them down into literally shorts, and they can be quite popular, and they can attract a unique audience of all their own. Some of the statistics um, for the usage of shorts versus longs is kind of a whole new group of people, and I am totally can understand it. I mean, how many of us have not? I mean, I am a long form video watcher. I I I, I could sit and watch 2 hour episodes. So if I do something like Ambition Strikes, where he's rebuilding a boat or rebuilding a house or whatever, I don't mind the episodes being 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Doesn't bother me whatsoever. Um, Most of them are 20 or 30 minutes, TV episode size, where you're like, a weekly hour here or there, and it does him very well. But that allows me to either watch it on my camera, not on my camera, on my phone, on my iPad, or even on my TV, which is gotten more and more popular for me recently. Um, I learned that the TV was popular from the statistics starting to see that the longer the content, the more popular it was. Now, that said, um, it was it it was that's interesting. It that said, it was a lot of sorry, I'm just thinking here. I noticed that it doesn't look like I have the it doesn't look like I have the what do you want to call it? The other stream going on either. And I like having both of them going on, but it doesn't look like it's doing that for me. I don't know if it was me that set it up that way or whatnot. Let's just see if I can see if it'll let me edit it with live while we're here. Oh, look at that. It does. Okay, so I need to. I should probably change that, but that's going to mean that I have to restart this live stream again. But I think I'm okay with that. I'll be right back, guys. We're going to restart this again because I want to get it right. I want to see what the actual effects of it are. And I'm going to just treat it as an educational process. I had some problems with my OSB software, so I'm using the default software that's built in from YouTube, and I've never used it before. So I want to see how it works. So let's give it a shot. Give me just a second. I'm going to restart this and see if this can work. In this.